Welcome back to the nomination show. Now, as housemates form bonds and friendships, the nomination process gets more and more difficult. Let's see what they had to say. Poor kids.
Big brother.
I would go with Hazel because I think everybody likes her, and you know what? That's it, man. Because I honestly, I don't think she's gonna come up for nomination, and even if she does, I don't think she's gonna get evicted anyways because she's the loved character. She's cool. So yeah, that's it, man. I'm at the dead end right now.
My first nominee is Hazel, and my reason is that she is she's less close to me, and apart from that, I think that she's the one who is a bit boring in the house, and I don't think I'm ready to be with very boring people.
Mimi, and the reason for that, I think tolerance is a little bit of a problem with some people. Tolerance as in understanding people.
Hazel. Because I think everyone else has been able to pull up their socks in terms of trying to get into the game, but she's not bringing it, which means she's a bit boring.
Tawana, because it's kind of hard if not to nominate her, because she's a nice person and all that, but we spent an entire week without her, getting used to each other like only 10 housemates, and then she just came back yesterday. Yeah, that's the only reason.
Rico, because I have a feeling with him outside the house. Maybe Lucille and Munya will be together. I know it seems funny, but yeah.
Munya? And the reason is that I don't seem to get along with him so well. Well, I'm nominating him simply because I don't seem to catch up well with him. We don't fight, we don't do anything, but I just don't seem to get along with him so well, that well, like other housemates.
I'd like to nominate Mimi because yesterday when I came back, it's like she was very confused and she did not want me here at all.
It's Maurice, because if I look at everyone, I'd probably say he's the one who's least entertaining.
Sheila, and the reason why I'll nominate Sheila is because Sheila, I don't know where I stand with Sheila. She's sometimes nice to me, sometimes doesn't talk to me, and I don't know if I can trust her.
Lucille, because I feel like she doesn't contribute anything towards the group task. If not anything, I mean even very little, it's insignificant.
Welcome back to the nomination show. It's time to find out which of our housemates get the most votes for possible eviction. Take a look.
Uti, because I think he has a negative effect on the group as a whole during our group tasks.
TK, because of his whining even after he got his cigarettes back, and indirectly calling me a coward. The cigarette ban didn't come out, and tell them. And I just felt he should have been grateful enough that his Siggies were back, and I suspected he knew it was me, and still he still went on and on, saying the person was scared, knowing quite well that I have no beef with him. So yeah, he should have been. He sounded ungrateful, and he was just whining on and on and on and on and on.
TK, because to nominate one of the other housemates too, and if anything goes wrong, I mean, he's head of house. He can change himself for someone else.
Takondwa. My reason, of all the guys, I think he's been manipulating me the most, or trying to, rather. It's just taken different forms. I just don't know how honest he's been with me. Yeah. Nor do I think he likes me much, which I can't quite figure out, but I don't know.
Rico? Voting out the pretty boys at first. Yeah, basically. I think in terms of, I just basically vote out the pretty boys at first.
Rico? Simply because he's more of a threat than a friend, you know. So I believe putting him on the nomination list could get me far. So the way this game is, the rules of the game, nominations is the way. If someone is a threat, the best way to get rid of him is by nominating him.
Rico, I just don't know how genuine he is towards me. I don't know if, because see, with all the other people, they seem to get along better. He seems to get along better with them than he does with me.
Is Uti, and the reason why I'm nominating Uti is because Uti is he can be very immature at times and very argumentative at the wrong times, and that's all.
Takondwa. Reason being, personally, I feel, sometimes when you talk to him, he's talking too much about weed and dopes. So that's my reason.
Uti, again, is because he's very, very, very selfish and greedy, and also he doesn't listen and doesn't respect anybody's opinion, and he's a control freak. So
Uti, I think his performance last week during the task was counterproductive, and sometimes tends to bring a negative energy within the group.
Takondwa.
Yes, big brother.
As the head of house this week, you have the power to change and replace any of the housemates up for eviction. What is your decision?
I'm going to replace myself with Lucille.
Can you repeat that?
I'm replacing myself with Lucille.
Is that your final decision?
Yes.
Thank you, Takondwa. You may leave the diary room.
At a time, they put the people with the least nominations up.
The last one, midway to the
Life
end.
of bumblebees.
He said, thank God for bumblebees.